All right, thanks everybody. So we have a lot of things in front of you. Everybody has their name tags. You guys have it on your cards if you need to look at something more closely, but let's talk about this. What do you think of the logo? Do you like it? Do you not like it?
There's something about the mark, the box, that when you put it on marketing materials, when you put it on a sign, it just doesn't translate to today's consumer
100%.
or agents. It looks tired.
Even thinking of the perception in our marketplace that we're an older, stodgier kind of company. And it kills me because when you think of all the things we're doing with technology and the internet, I mean, we aren't at all, but there is that perception.
Our logo has been the same for the past 42 years. We felt that it was no longer reflecting what we were doing on the inside. On the inside, at the core of who we are and what we do, we are as cutting edge and relevant a real estate brand as there is today in the industry, but we weren't showcasing that through how we were presenting ourselves.
As I've traveled around, I heard from a lot of our customers, our affiliated companies and our agents, that they love the company and they wanted to see a fresh vision for the future reflected in our logo.
I think the rebrand is very much connected to the industry and what's going on. We're in a period of change. Some would call it disruption. There is a lot of innovation happening in this space. And for Coldwell Banker, that's what we've always been about since the beginning, has always been evolving, always leading the industry through its next phase. And the rebranding is just about signaling not only to our own people, but to the consumers we serve that we're ready to keep leading in the years ahead.
When it was time for us to embark on the rebrand, we wanted to find the right partner. Siltonen & Partners has been with us for the last 7 years. Rob Siltonen, their Chief Creative Officer, has been involved with Apple and the Nissan rebrand in the past, as well as work on Skechers and Amazon and others. And so we felt really comfortable that here was someone who not only understood us and our industry, but had expertise in this field before.
One of the things I told our team is we need to approach this almost like how we would handle a high fashion brand. Coldwell Banker sells more $1 million plus real estate than any other brand out there. We're looking at a brand like Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton's been around for over 150 years, yet they're still as hot today as they've ever been. There's a great parallel with Coldwell Banker, who's 114 years old, yet is as contemporary and as powerful today as it's ever been.
One thing that both Siltonen & Partners and the brand marketing team wanted to make sure was that we were maintaining the equity of our current mark and our name in whatever we produced with a new rebrand. And so we looked at the existing logo and what are some ways that we can enhance that and update it to make sure that it is the most compelling and relevant even for the future.
We started by looking at the strengths and weaknesses of the existing mark. There's a lot of equity in the existing mark. It's been around for 42 years. People are very, very familiar with it. So we wanted to keep some of those aspects. At the same time, we wanted to elevate it. We wanted to contemporize it. We wanted to make this more representative of who Coldwell Banker is today, as well as where the brand is going. We wanted to use some of the key elements that exist in here. Obviously, the color scheme of blue and white is something we won't want to walk away from. And then this little stamp, this little CB stamp, has actually been here for over 40 years. So what we thought about doing was, what if we actually make this big and large and prominent? What if we contemporize the font choice? As we looked at that, we said it needs a little something else. And so we added this star.
The star symbolizes really two things. For literally thousands of years, the star has been recognized as a symbol for excellence. So for us, it really symbolized one of our core values, which is excellence, and the standard that we hold to our own agents to and what we expect from how you interact with our brand. But this isn't just any star, it's also symbolic of the North Star, which also for thousands of years has been used to guide people home. And guiding people home is at the core of what Coldwell Banker does every single day.
We really like this idea of this, CB monogram with the star sitting slightly above it, representing the North Star, because of all of that symbolism with it.
When the agency started showing us how it would work in real world scenarios, on decor, on signage, on apparel, that for me is when it truly showed the power of what we could do with this mark And the idea that it could be a fashionable item that people would want to wear, that to me was truly unique and not something that a lot of real estate brands or any real estate brand really has today.
Well, I love the North Star in our new logo. And for that very reason, Coldwell Banker has always led. It's always been the source of home for people across the globe. And what the North Star does is it signifies a sense of stability that Coldwell Banker brings to the marketplace.
It resonated with me very fast because it felt fresh and it felt exciting. It felt very contemporary and it felt energetic.
A lot of times when you change a mark, there's a number of different people who are uncomfortable with it. And that's for good reason. They have businesses that they've invested in, and so changing that signage out can be expensive.
So we set out to create a presentation and a talk track and a communications that explained the thinking behind the logo to showcase why this change was necessary and why the path we were taking was the right one. We went to 6 or 7 different companies, different events with hundreds of agents, and the reaction to it was, wow, when I see this mark used in real world scenarios, on signs, on exterior signage, on interior decor, on apparel, all of a sudden it clicked for them.
Our affiliated brokers are really excited about the logo. They can't get it soon enough.
Literally, not a week goes by without a phone call, without an email, or without somebody seeing me in person and telling me about how excited they are. Number one request is how can I get the new North Star logo on some clothing that I plan to wear to my next listing appointment.
I think this new mark is certainly something that's clean and contemporary. It allows us to embrace our past and know who we are, but it really sets the stage for who we want to be looking forward.
When I saw the rebrand, I thought, wow, that's us. To have the star there just reminds us that we're superstars in the industry, but also that we're there to just help guide our clients.
I think the new logo is progressive, forward-thinking, and again mirrors who we are as a brand.
It's fresh and innovative.
I think it's very appealing, eye-catching.
There's something about that CB and the star that can become an icon and something that is immediately recognizable to the consumer.
What I think this new logo does, it gives us an opportunity to tell the Coldwell Banker story.
And the fact that we have a logo that can actually be worn to show how proud we are of our brand is super exciting.
I think this rebrand is definitely an elevation of our brand and a new expression that's going to be around for a very long time, and it really sets us on a great path to the future.